Welcome to sports. I'm Justin Page. The NIT isn't what the men's basketball team set its sights on at the beginning of the year. But because the Heels are in it, they might as well try to win it. Tuesday night against Rhode Island at Madison Square Garden, it wasn't the prettiest of games as both teams shot less than 40% from the floor. But when the teams did score, they made a statement. First, Will Graves with the slam, and then John Henson. Watch the tip slam. Boom! Elevator music for both. And people have been hard on Larry Drew, but he made some nice passes and scored the game-tying layup right there to send it into overtime. That's ice water in the veins. And in overtime, more Drew, this time to Tyler Zeller. Look at that, great success for the big fella. Now, UNC up one with time winding down. Drew misses the fadeaway jumper, and Rhode Island gets the rebound, and watch URI guard Lamont Omer fall to the floor. No foul call on Will Graves, and that'll do it. The Tar Heels win, and it's championship time. And if the Heels are able to pull out the win against Dayton Thursday night, they'll be the first team ever to win the NCAA title and then the NIT title the following year. Spring practice is underway, and one unit in particular is trying to improve on this season's performance.
In 2009, UNC's defense ranked 6th in the nation. The offense, a less than impressive 108th. But only 2 weeks into spring practice, Coach Butch Davis believes the unit can bounce back. Why? In February, the Heels added depth to the offensive line by signing TJ Lifehite and 5-star recruit James Hurst. Quarterback TJ Yates says the line should be able to find the consistency it lacked last season.
This year, we're pretty much too deep at every offensive line position, and every single one of them has at least a year under their belts.
A deeper line should help out the running game. Ryan Houston carried the load during the second half of 2009, and this season he'll reunite with fellow back Sean Drone. Drone missed the end of last season with a fractured shoulder and says an explosive running game will equal more points.
I think we were missing last year. Big plays from the running back spot. And as far as to have the O-line ready, it's going to speak volumes about the team and give us the edge we need.
Although the running game is crucial, if the Heels want to end more drives in the end zone, they're going to have to improve the passing game.
Last year's leading receiver Greg Little returns for his senior season, while Eric Highsmith, Dwight Jones, and Josh Adams compete for the second spot. Offensive coordinator John Shoup says he likes the competition.
Those guys are really pushing one another, and it's going to serve us well here as we go.
And although the defense gets the praise, Shoup says fans shouldn't sleep on the offense.
We certainly recognize how talented we are on defense, but there's an awful lot of talent on offense too, and I think it's going to shine this fall.
The offense will have its first chance to shine at the spring game on April 10th.
Now, if you can't make it out to Kenan, ESPN is televising the game live. It starts at 3 p.m. The Diamond Heels welcomed the Winthrop Eagles to the Bosch Tuesday after dropping 3 straight games to Georgia Tech this past weekend. We take you to the second inning. The Tar Heels are trailing 2-0, but this RBI double by Ryan Grapel cuts the lead to 1. Tommy Coyle follows him with an RBI of his own, scoring Grapel to tie the game 2-2. Now the Tar Heels would fall behind again until a rally in the 5th. Ben Bunning ties the game at 4 with this jack, and Levi Michael puts UNC ahead 5-4 with a deep triple into right field. Look at it go. That's a nice hit. Yeah, there you go. A tip of the hat to you, sir. Jesse Wiersbicki adds this home run for good measure as the Tar Heels poured it on at the plate and won the game 14-5. The Tar Heels are doing pretty well outside of the conference, but in the ACC, they're in the basement with a 2-7 conference record. It's been an up and down season for the softball team so far, but Tuesday against South Carolina was definitely an up. Pitcher Amber Johnson struggled early on, giving up 2 home runs in the first. But the Gamecocks lead, it wouldn't last long. Grand slam right here coming up. Kelly Wheeler puts the Hills on top. Look at it go. And how about Haley Dickey? The first year tied her own single game record with 3 home runs on the day. That's right, 3. The Hills belted a single game record 6 homers altogether and earned a solid victory 17-7. So big win for the softball team, and Thursday night, hopefully fans will be celebrating on Rosemary Street.
Another national championship. It's NIT.
It's not bad.
I'm happy with it.
Absolutely.
That works. Thanks, Justin. Some of us hope to live in a mansion one day. I know I do.
I know I do too. And coming up, we'll show you some of the fancy houses that are made for birds.
If you have a story idea, call Carolina Week at 919-843-8292 or email us at carolinaweek@unc.edu. If you have questions about this program, write Carolina Week at Campus Box 3365, UNC-CH, Chapel Hill, North Carolina 27599. Be sure to check out Carolina Week and Carolina Connection online at carolinaweek.org.
These things we count on every day started as ideas. Ideas from the minds of African Americans. Support minority education today so we don't miss out on the next big idea tomorrow. The United Negro College Fund. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
I really want to show you something.
1, 2, 3, go! L-O-V-E. It's a mystery. All is love. Is love.
Did you play today? For great play ideas, visit www.smallstep.gov.
Spring is such a special time here at Carolina with blooming flowers and Frisbee on the quad.
And the yearly installment of Birdhouse is on parade at the Carolina Inn. Here's Carolina Week reporter Aaron Fiedler.
Big and small, indoor and outdoor. The birdhouses that are part of the Carolina Inn's annual spring showcase bring together a diverse group of local artists for the enjoyment of inn guests. The Carolina Inn's Director of Sales and Marketing, Mark Nelson, says the annual Birdhouses on Parade has become a tradition.
This is our 9th year. It was started by my predecessor, Margaret Skinner. And the concept behind it was really kind of a spring-themed event, and it was incorporating, we've always, really since the hotel's opened in 1924, has been so connected to the community, trying to incorporate local artisans.
One of those artists is Leonard Greco.
I retired 3 years ago. I was president and CEO of a German specialty steel company. And the first year you're in retirement, you're getting acclimated to your new home and new environment, and boredom starts to set in.
Out of that boredom, Greco found his rather unique hobby.
One of my neighbors asked me to put a birdhouse up for him, so we were putting it up on a nice cedar post, and the birdhouse that he had purchased really didn't do the post much justice, so I came home and built him one.
He and 12 other local artists are showcasing almost 70 birdhouses throughout the lobby of the historic inn. For their part, Nelson says the birdhouses allow the Carolina Inn to bring some springtime flair into the hotel. The Carolina Inn's springtime salute to our feathered friends and their humble abodes comes to an end April 11th. For Carolina Week in Chapel Hill, I'm Aaron Fiedler.
It's pretty impressive. I'll have to go check it out.
Got to check it out by the end of next week.
That does it for this edition of Carolina Week.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.